I'm the master of the pinpoint. My shots are so accurate and so precise, not to be egotistic, but when they land, they're so precise, I just can't help it who you are. You have to go down, because there's a law when Mike Tyson hits you.
Joe Rogan has officially changed his mind about the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight. He now believes Jake Paul has a chance of winning. But firstly, Tyson dives deep into Jake Paul's latest physique transformation. Has the social media star-turned-boxer truly evolved from a problem child to a legitimate contender? Jake Paul, the controversial social media star-turned-boxer, has flaunted a newly sculpted physique, sparking debates across the boxing world. Is this transformation simply a ploy for attention, aimed at boosting his online persona? Or has the problem child genuinely dedicated himself to honing his skills and becoming a force to be reckoned with in the ring? Today, the baddest man on the planet, Mike Tyson, sits down to analyze Jake Paul's latest physical transformation. With his eagle eye and decades of experience, Iron Mike dissects the problem child's newfound muscles. Has Paul's dedication to training finally earned him a nod of approval from the legendary Tyson? Or will the boxing icon dismiss it as mere showmanship?
Jake said he felt nothing when you were punching him in the stomach. What did you feel?
A lot of muscles.
Was it titanium or was it soft?
Pretty hard, yeah.
It was
Yeah, look, they call him Iron Mike Tyson, but I'm Titanium Jake Paul.
Mike Tyson leans back in his chair, a hint of surprise in his voice. This kid's packed on some serious muscle. This ain't the lanky YouTuber I remember sparring with. He's looking like he could actually hold his own in the ring now. A flicker of intrigue crosses Tyson's face as he continues to scrutinize Paul's physique. It's undeniable that Jake Paul has put in the work, transforming his physique into a sculpted mass of muscle. Can those muscles withstand the punishment of a professional fight? Or will they simply slow him down and hinder his agility? Jake doesn't seem to think so. He said, "I'm stronger now. Before I would have to damage my body by not fueling myself properly. Now I can eat whatever I want, and I feel huge. I also wear a 20-kilogram vest in sparring. So when I fight Mike, I'm going to feel so much lighter. Little Mike isn't ready."
He laughed because I was like purposely like doing this to him. You're taller. I know. I was like, trying to show him that he's little Mike.
Mike is scared of Jake Paul? Tyson has been very transparent about the upcoming fight and the emotions he is feeling.
Now, you're about to face off with Mike Paul. I looked you right in the eyes and I got nervous. You're about to face off with Jake Paul. Do you anticipate him trying to intimidate you up there?
Not at all. I don't anticipate that at all, no. I think he's going to make me laugh.
You have a good sense of humor?
Yeah, he has to.
Yeah. Now, in the past, you've said that fights like these scare you half to death. What scares you?
You know, just the act of fighting. This is something people avoid their whole entire life. I do it for a living. But, you know, as I get closer, the less nervous I get, though.
Joe Rogan has stated that people need to put respect on Jake's name and not to write him off. In a new episode with Sebastian Maniscalco, "He is a legitimate boxer, the way I look at it. If this kid wasn't a YouTuber and you just saw him box and seen him knock out former UFC legends, athletes you'd say, this kid can actually fight." Joe Rogan carried on backing Jake Paul by saying, "Jake knows how to fight. Nothing he's doing looks wrong, like he's not sticking his chin up in the air. He's not throwing punches with his eyes closed. He's fighting well, and he looks good. Not to mention, he's really good at selling fights. He's promotable. If you didn't know him from YouTube, you'd think this guy is something special and that he's the future."
Boxer? A legitimate boxer, yes. People mocked me when I was saying that before, but now I think people are coming around. And the way I look at it, I say, if this kid was not a YouTuber, if he wasn't some guy that you knew from the time he was like 16 years old on YouTube, and you just saw him box, and you saw him knock out former UFC champions, you saw him beat athletes and beat a bunch of MMA fighters, you'd go, this kid can fucking fight. He knows how to fight. Like, it's not, nothing he's doing looks wrong. He's not like sticking his head straight up in the air and winging punches with his eyes closed. He's fighting well. He looks good. And if he was just an up-and-coming boxer that was this exciting, like highly promotable, like really good at selling fights, you'd be like, this kid's the future. He's really something special.
Jake has responded to Mike changing his training for this fight. supposedly eating raw meat, signaling that he's going to be eating Jake Paul in the ring, the same way he did to Evander Holyfield, biting his ear in the ring.
So whoop-de-fucking-do, Mike.
Mike said lately, stop eating raw meat, all to prepare for you, so he's taking the fight as serious as he can. How does that make you feel as a guy across the ring?
As he should. I mean, why is he boasting about stopping smoking? This is professional fighting. It's a pro fight. So whoop-de-fucking-do, Mike. Congrats, you stopped smoking. That's what you should be doing. You're focused, you're telling the world that. Yeah, you should, because I'm coming for you, and you have a lot to fucking deal with in front of you.
Logan Paul, Jake's brother, couldn't believe what happened to Evander's ear after the fight between Mike Tyson and seemed to be a little worried for his younger brother stepping into the ring against a literal lion. So the janitor swept up Evander's ear and said, "Yo, you forgot your ear? I'm gonna try and buy Evander's ear."
Please ask him, Jake.
You probably forgot that.
Please, I'm not kidding. This isn't like a joke. Please ask him.
The janitor that was sweeping up the ring found it, and they gave it back to Holyfield, and he didn't want to put it back on because he thought it looked cool.
Evander has the.
He might have it. Yeah.
He kept it?
He didn't want. They were gonna like sew it back on, but he was like, "Nah, fuck it, it looks cool."
So the janitor sweeped
Not,
up Evander's
whoever was
ear
sweeping the ring afterwards,
and say, "Yo, you forgot your ear."
They found it like 2 hours after the fight.
I'm trying to buy Evander's ear.
Mike Tyson continued speaking about the extra weight Jake is carrying for the fight. "Look, Jake looks bigger, but it don't mean a damn thing if you can't throw a proper punch," he states. "Boxing is a science, a sweet science. It's about precision, timing, and strategy. It takes years of blood, sweat, and tears to master the footwork, the angles that I have. It's not just about brute strength." One of Jake's Betar team members, Derek, actually agrees with Tyson and believes Mike is going to knock out Paul too. He said, "Derek here. Mike, I just want to let you know that I actually work for Jake Paul. I've seen him box quite a bit, and I can confidently say, you're gonna knock his eye out, Mike."
Hey guys, Derek from Better Media here. Mike, I just want to let you know that I actually work for Jake Paul. I've gotten to know him pretty well. I've seen him box quite a bit, and I can confidently say that you're gonna knock his ass out, Mike. You're gonna knock his ass out. Let's go.
And I can confidently say that you're fired.
Hey, Jake, I'm the face of the company. You know you can't fire me. I am the...
Gary.
Mike, now the question is, what round are you going to knock him out in?
Hey, come to the fight. Hope you go for the taking.
Derek is always going against Jake ahead of his fights. Mike's response had everyone laughing. This happened just before the face-offs between Jake and Mike, which got a little physical, where Mike had put his hands on Jake's stomach to test the waters and see how Paul would react. This was after the co-main event fighters faced off, Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano.
Last time it was at 135, this time 140 pounds for Katie Taylor's undisputed super lightweight titles. You see them right over there. She won those belts in November in an incredible fight against Chantal Cameron. This will be Amanda Serrano's 50th pro fight. And Mike Tyson.
Tommy Fury is a boxer that thinks this fight is a clown show. He is not a fan of this crossover at all. He said, "The guy is nearly 60. He's the biggest name in boxing, but the man is also 60. He looks great. A 26-year-old against a 60-year-old. It doesn't really float my boat. It is what it is, really, isn't it?" Tommy is the only boxer to date to have already beaten Paul, with Mike hoping to do the same thing, as this is now a fully pro-sanctioned fight too. Tommy also said, "I don't need him for nothing. He talks a lot of crap." Jake, it is what it is. I want to knock him out next time though, but it will be on my terms now. He's the one with the big fat L on his record.
For yourself, he put out a tweet saying that you've sort of fumbled it now and the next opportunity comes after Mike Tyson, it'll be for half the money. What did you make of that?
Oh, listen, mate, I don't need him for nothing. At the end of the day, he's the one who lost. He's got the big fat L on the record, and I'm undefeated still. But listen, he talks a lot of crap, Jake Paul. It is what it is. But listen, I'm happy. I'm recovering from the surgery, and all that video I posted the other day I just wanted to knock him out this time, because I'm really not happy with the first performance I did. So I just want to get back in there and knock him out good and proper this time. But listen, it's on my terms now. No matter who he is or what he says, it's on my terms. I won, so, you know, hopefully things can get in the move.
Joe Rogan not only thinks Jake is very brave for getting in the ring with Tyson, even at his current age, but he thinks Jake should be scared too, Rogan said. If I was Jake now, I'd be scared right now. Facing off against a Mike Tyson, he is the only person that causes me to get nervous when speaking to him. So I couldn't imagine what it's like facing off with him, and soon being in the ring with him too. Not only that, but he looks huge. He's taking care of himself again. He said he's eating raw meat whilst training. Tyson isn't messing around. Even though people are backing him for this fight against Jake, Tyson has still said he's scared to get in the ring again. Of course, this will be the first time in 4 years since his exhibition against Roy Jones Jr., but Mike has claimed there's something about this fight with Paul that not just excites him, but scares him, too.
Right now, I'm scared to death. And these are people who, they don't understand this. I have a fight coming up. Right now, I'm scared to death. But the closer it gets to the fight, the least nervous I become. And once it gets where I step in that ring, then it's all over. I'm not nervous anymore. I'm not scared anymore. He's going to be nervous and scared. He beat everybody and he beat you too. Know why? Because you're talking about him.
A last message from Mike about Jake's weight transformation. He said, "So, Jake Paul, you've got the physique, no doubt about it. But now comes the real test. Let's see if you've got the heart of a lion and the skills to match that brawn. Prove me wrong, kid. Prove that you belong in this ring with the best of the best." Mike Tyson, with his legendary status and unwavering honesty, has laid down the gauntlet. His words echo through the boxing world, challenging Jake Paul to prove his worth beyond the glitz and glamour of social media fame. He clearly has respect for Jake though, and it seems like they're all good friends amongst all the hype of the fight. The ball is firmly in Paul's court now though. Will he heed Tyson's advice, refine his technique, and step into the ring with the true titans of the sport? Jake still says he wants to be a world champion. He doesn't want to be known as some influencer boxer. He's a real boxer now, and one that fighters should be afraid of, especially Canelo, a boxer Jake has called out for a while now. The boxing world watches with bated breath, eager to see if the problem child can evolve into a true contender. Only time will reveal the answer. Either way, what so you guys think of Joe Rogan's new opinion of this mega fight between Jake and Mike, and also Jake's new physique, being 40 pounds heavier than he usually is, and looking like a completely different boxer now? Will this help him come July 20th? Or will this new weight slow him down and give the advantage to Mike? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Until next time, what's up, brother?